Hey, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Hey, everyone, and thank you for tuning in with Chit Chat with Cherise. I am your host, Cherise, and we are live. Why doesn't it look like we're live? Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chit Chat with Cherise. I I don't know if y'all can hear me or can y'all see me. Am I on? Am I live? Can someone just let me know what's going on because my screens are acting really funky. Really funky right now. But anyway, hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Cherise, and we are live this evening with Chit Chat with Cherise. This is not Solid Saturday. This is Chit Chat with Cherise, and this is a platform of just opinion and openness with hopes of striking curiosity in your point of view. We pick a topic, and hi Bishop, you can hear me? Okay, great. So I'm just so discombobulated right now because number one, my screens are acting funky, and number two, okay, great, thank you, because it doesn't say that I'm live. So thank you, Bishop. And number two, I have no idea where my co-host is, and this was her idea. So this was her idea, this was her concept, this was her thought, and I don't know where the beautiful co-host is. So we're just gonna start, and we're gonna text her, and we're just gonna hope and pray that she jumps on in because you got to stay committed to the assignment, right? So this was her platform, our platform, I should say, and I'm just going to start. So again, this is not Solid Saturday. This is just conversation, point of view, how we feel about stuff. We're a little bit more free here. Thank you, Bishop. And I don't even know where we're going with this because this is for my co-host. But again, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. And we just ask that you just please be respectful and considerate and mature with your comments, questions, concerns, because on this platform, we talk about everything and anything. There's no holds barred. It's not churchy, if I can say that. If you follow me on Solid Saturday, it's definitely not Solid Saturday. And you'll see in a minute where they differ. If this is your first time joining us, my screen is really getting on my nerves. If I look like I'm lost, it's because I am. I have no idea what's going on, but we're going to go on because got to honor the assignment. I got to stay committed to my audience. I got to stay committed to integrity, right? So, again, my co-host Janine, I don't know where she is, but I'm sure she's going to have an explanation. So until then, again, good evening and welcome. The topic of choice tonight is cosmetic surgery and body shaming. And Janine chose this topic because it affected her in such a way. And I was like, okay, great, let's do it. So and I swear this ain't nothing but the devil, because this was probably going to be something really potent, I feel. Potent, excuse me. And if you got the invite, on the invite, I put a disclaimer that this topic, thank you, Bishop, this may be a little sensitive. As I was just thinking about some things, it became a little personal to me. So we're just gonna start, and hopefully Janine will join in. And if she don't, please talk to me in the comments, because I had nothing, not a thought, not a concept, not a theory about this at all. I was really leaning on her because the only thing I'm focused on at this moment is my birthday, which is tomorrow. So I need you to talk back with me. Bishop, stay with me and talk to me, all right? Because I don't know where Janine is. Right? So Janine wants to talk about cosmetic surgery and body shaming, and what struck up this conversation was that, I don't know if y'all watch TV like I do and she do, but there's a comedian by the name of DC Youngfly. Let me just state for a record, I do not find this young man funny. He's supposed to be a comedian. I do not find him funny. But he is a human being. So I respect all human life, right? His partner, his fiance, who was only 32, died. And she died from having a mommy makeover. And her name was Jackie O. Her full name is Jacqueline, right? Jackie O. She died from this procedure of having a mommy makeover. And it affected my co-host Janine like really, really bad, and she wanted to talk about it, which is why I don't know where she is. But we're going to go on, because I did some research on cosmetic surgery, and as I did some research, I thought about some things. So we're just going to talk about the things, all right? So let me just give a little bit of history, if you don't mind, and then we're gonna go on, all right? So cosmetic surgery was established around the 16th century to fix disfigurements, right? So in 1817, the first procedure was performed, right? So cosmetic surgery was to fix something, I guess, as disformal, like face fix, if your face was contorted, or if you had a growth or something that just wasn't normal. It was created to fix something, right? So the first breast enlargement using silicone was performed in 1962. So deformities, yes, thank you. And so this didn't just happen in the last 20, 30 years. This has been going on since the 16th century. However, it is now cosmetic surgery, when before it was considered plastic surgery. And to a certain degree, there is a difference between plastic surgery and cosmetic surgery, whereas plastic surgery became the forefront or the foundation for fixing abnormalities and deformities of things of that nature. And then cosmetic surgery was to reshape structures of your body if you were displeased with it, like it was your choice to do it. Whereas with plastic surgery, it was to fix something. So if my face, and I say that a lot because I've seen a lot of people with, half of an eye socket or a portion of nose, especially in the poorer countries, right? They have a disfigurement on their face. And this is where plastic surgery is performed to fix that. Like if they had just like one nostril or their nose or something like this, not making fun of anybody, but I just want you to get a visual of the difference between the two. So if you was born and your nose was missing a nostril or something, plastic surgery will fix that and make your nose as normal as possible. So that's what plastic surgery was supposed to have been for, right? And then we come into cosmetic surgery where, get this, right? I don't like my nose because it's too fat, it's too wide. I want to slim it out. So I go have cosmetic surgery because I just don't like the way I look. So we get it fixed. Enhance your features. Yes, enhance your features, right? So so I think, and this is just me thinking, right? I think somewhere we either crossed the lines of understanding what each was created to do, meaning plastic surgery and cosmetic surgery, and to the point where we just kind of sort of combined the two. So if you said plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery, it was one and the same. And technically, according to definition and on the research that I did on it, it's not. One is a necessity and one is a want. I like my nose. So if I didn't like the way my nose looked, then that would be considered cosmetic surgery because I'm enhancing my features on my own. But if I was born with one nostril, then that would be considered plastic surgery because we are fixing what we're making abnormal normal, right? Does that make sense? Right? So this is where we are. Cosmetic surgery was basically and solely to enhance, because that's the word that they use, Bishop. They use enhance. Enhance what you already have. So if your breast is too big, you make them smaller. If your breast is too small, you want to make them bigger. Same thing for your hind parts. Same thing for your abs and your stomach and whatever else. You know, your eyes are too wide, you want to make them chinky. Your chin is too wide, you want to make it pointy. That's enhancing. That's not something that needs to be done. That is done because you want to do it, right? So here we have this 32-year-old named Jackie O. She goes to have a mommy makeover, and there's so much, to me as a female, there's so much wrong with that whole concept. You want a mommy makeover at 32. You have 3 children, and they're all toddlers. But you fixated on having this done. It was a lot. So I did some further research just to get a history of how long this has been going on. Not just mommy makeovers, but just cosmetic surgery in general. Interesting enough, this has been going on for years. Like I said, the first breast enlargement was in 1962. But even before then, there was a lot of people, and I found out a lot of men, Caucasian men, was having cosmetic surgery done. I was fascinated by the list of names that I came across. But it really didn't start becoming popular, so to say, until you started seeing the celebrities and in the music business. And then, bells went off when Kanye West's mom, Miss Dondra West, died from having this procedure done as well. Now, wait, I wrote down what they said about her because I can't think. I'm not going to think because but I'm just going to read what they said about her, right? They said the cause of her death was coronary artery disease and multiple post-operative factors from cosmetic surgery. So I feel like they chose their words so they wouldn't just blame it solely on cosmetic surgery. I found out also in 2017, which was about what, 5 years ago? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, that the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, explained that injectable silicone can cause pain, infections, scarring, permanent disfigurement, blood vessel blockage, strokes, and death. Right? So it's got the FDA stamp on it. So it's definitely a choice, and it's a risk that you're playing with. So we have the most recent death of with Miss Jackie O, and it was just unbelievable. But then it had me thinking about other people. Like I said, Kanye West's mom, who was older, right? She was older, and she died from complications that was induced from her having a cosmetic surgery procedure. And then there is the flip side with it, because then I thought about the actress and R&B singer K Michelle, right? If you know her, she's in the music industry. She was on Love and Hip Hop, the reality show, and she was just bada boom, bada bing. You know what I mean? And that was from cosmetic surgery. But then she did a special about her life having these procedures done, and she had them undone. It took her 39 surgeries to take all that silicone and stuff out, because it was affecting her legs and her blood vessels and causing all kind of disfigurements in her body. So she did a whole series on it. I forgot, I doggone it, I didn't write it down. I didn't write down the name of her movie series, but she did it on Lifetime. If you type in her name, it would definitely come up, K Michelle. And she had it all because it was making her sick. And she undid it. She undid it. It took her 39 surgeries to undo it. And I was reading about one of the interviews that she did. And it was like, well, why did you do it? Because it was like, you was already pretty. You was already, you had a bada boom, bada bing. So you want a bigger bada boom, bada bing. You know what I mean? And they was like, why did you do it? Because you really didn't have to do it. You were it. And she said, because she was like, I was in the business. She was like, the bigger the booty, the better the business. And that's how people think. That's how people think. In that industry. Jackie O, she was in that industry. She was on television. If you watch Nick Cannon, he has a show called Wildin' Out. Absolutely hysterical. She was one of the Wild Out girls. And all of them is bada boom, bada bing, and gorgeous, beautiful. So I can't get in the mindset of Jackie O why she felt that was needed for her, but it was her choice. And it's just so sad. It's just so sad. So then it just had me thinking. I know this was Janine's topic of choice, but it made me think about some things. And on any platform that I'm on, I'm always honest. I'm always transparent, because I welcome the conversation and the feedback, right? So my brother died in 2016. And if I can just be honest about that, I don't feel I handled it well. I don't think I handled it at all. But what ended up happening was I started cooking. My brother loved to cook. One of the things he liked to do was cook. He was excellent at it, believe it or not. And so it's almost as if his spirit jumped on me and I just started cooking. And I would cook like I had a family of 12, and I ate it all, right? That's how I dealt with that level of grief. I ate it all. And then I noticed I was just sluggish. I was tired. My body was hurting. My back was bothering me. I went to my doctor for my regular checkup, and he noticed that my weight had went up like 50 pounds in a short period of time. And he was like, did anything tragic happen to you? I was like, no, I'm good. Like, what is the problem? I don't know what's not functioning, what's wrong. He was like, your weight just increased really, really quickly. I was like, ain't nothing tragic happened. My brother died, and he was like, aha. Right? So by the time I got to my doctor, I was over 300 pounds. And I don't know if my friends loved me or they were just scared to tell me the truth, but nobody told me I was like looking like a couch, right? So stay with me, I'm going somewhere. Um so at this time, a lot of people at my job was having gastric surgery, right? This called the sleeve done. You don't want to be overweight, you don't want to be fat. You go have the sleeve done. They cut out 75% of your stomach. You lose all this weight. You look amazing. Blah 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 blah. Right. So in 2018, I had the gastric sleeve done. Right. So I went from 303 down to 217, right? Pandemic happened. I started gaining the weight back. And then I lost the weight again. So now I'm back down to like 224, 223, somewhere in there. And maybe a little bit more than that, because this is my birthday weekend. My birthday is tomorrow. So we've been cupcakes and things like all week. But I said all that to say I had the sleeve done because it was a health decision, right? Because I wasn't able to breathe, I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't able to walk. Every step I took, it was just like ouch. Like my toe hurt. Like it was just my body was not framed to carry such a massive amount of weight. And so I had the sleeve done. And what the sleeve is, they take your stomach and they cut out like 75% of your stomach, as in the form of a banana, which is why it's called a sleeve. So can you see my arm is like a sleeve, right? And so that's what they do. And then even get this, because that's a risk too. And God really covered me and favored me through that procedure. There was people who've done the procedure and they had all kind of pain and complications and internal bleeding and stuff. And thank you, God. Again, I went and had the procedure done, and I woke up walking and going to the bathroom by myself. I was ready to check out, but it was like 11 p.m. at night, and they wanted to monitor me overnight, and I was like, I'm ready to go. Right, first time ever I spent the night in the hospital, but I had no pain, no after effects. I didn't need no medication. I was looking so forward to the pain medication. Didn't need it. So thank God, everything turned out great, and I'm still great to this day. No backlash, no defects, no disfigurement, no anything. So I thank God for that. But some people don't survive that. Some people don't survive that. Like I said, I had it done because it was considered a medical emergency. So even though it was my choice, it was more medical, was for my health than to have something like that done just because I don't like the way I look. I've always been a thick girl, so it was what it was. But it started affecting my health, and it was wearing on my heart and my kidneys, and because they working overtime because my body frame just wasn't structured to carry that amount of weight and function that hard to keep me alive. That's just what it is, right? So it was a health decision for me. But for people like Jackie O, who just wanted a mommy makeover, because she's in the spotlight. K. Michelle, she did it for the business, right? Kanye West's mom, I guess she did it. It was her choice for her appearance, because that's what cosmetic surgery is for, to enhance your appearance. Because nobody want to look their age no more. You know, everybody who's 50 want to look 30. You know, so it is what it is. But we don't take into consideration the risk that that is entailed with these kind of procedures. And let me tell you, when I did it in 2018, when I had the gastric sleeve done, it was test after test after test after test after test after test after test. And I understand it because in 2017, like I read to you earlier, oh yes, Black China. In 2017, FDA made it, you know, they put their stamp on it like, look, you're doing this at your own risk. So don't think you're going to sue the doctors or this person or that person, because we're telling you it can lead to death. You know, Black China had all the procedures done, but she reversed it, right? She had hers reversed. She didn't want to look like that anymore. And she's a pretty girl. So again, she did it for the business. And she rededicated her life to Christ too, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we clap for Angela Wright, because that's her name, right? So we thank God for her coming to Christ. But it's just so you got to be careful with this stuff. So like I was saying, when they was prepping me, it was depending on which doctor you go to, there's a 3-month period of preparation. It was a 6-month period of preparation. I had 6 months, and they checked everything from the rooter to the tutor. They checked the length of your lashes. You hear what I'm saying? They check your kidneys, your lung, your spleen, your gallbladder. They check your sleep patterns. They check your heart rate. They check your blood. They check the white blood cells, the red blood cells. They check everything, because these kind of procedures can lead to death. So they want to make sure that you are at your optimum with your health, so you have a stronger possibility. I hate to say it this way, but you have a stronger possibility of avoiding death, right? You got to go to, I had to be checked with a psychiatrist to make sure I'm doing this for the right reason, which is why I don't understand. I don't know I don't know how it's done. I don't know how it's done. Maybe, I know people go to places like Miami and Mexico because it's cheaper, which I don't trust, because if it's cheaper, I don't think they're using proper medical equipment. I would rather pay the money and be safe if I have to do it. But you probably don't have to go through the extent, and I'm sure you don't have to go through the extent of being tested and interviewed and monitored for 3 to 6 months, because they go on a Friday and come back on Sunday. So there's no way they are being drilled and grilled to make sure that you are at your optimum with your health, that you're gonna come out on the winning side. Again, I don't, Kanye West's mom, they're saying she had coronary issues. I don't know what kind of issues this young lady Jackie O had. I don't know. But it just makes me concerned how this turnover was happening, because especially if it's FDA is marked on it and they telling you it can cause death, then why are you not properly taking care of yourself so you can just come out on the winning side? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand why we're not thinking things through. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not telling you to do it. I want to encourage you to think it through. Because it is a life-changing experience, just like giving birth. There's no guarantee that you're gonna wake up or not collapse or cold blue on the table giving birth. That's a miracle. That's why it's so celebrated. Fathers, Father's Day is Sunday. Had to throw that in there. Why we go hard for Mother's Day? That's why. There's a possibility. There's a possibility. So, I just want people just think a little more about these procedures and stuff. And I feel like I said, this originated in the 16th century. The first breast enlargement was in 1962 with a Caucasian lady. I didn't write down her name, forgive me, please. But in 1962, we didn't have Google. We didn't have the internet. We had channels 2 through 11, and the TV shut off at midnight. And we had white snow and static. So you understand what I'm saying? We didn't have cable. So this stuff has been going on for a long time. We just didn't know about it. But now we're so free and we have so much access to stuff and YouTube and stuff. And that's one reason. Another reason that gets me why this is so out there is that we don't have no more big mamas. We no longer have parents. We got children having children. We don't even have decent TV shows anymore. Everything is a reality show. Everybody's looking like a mannequin. Have you seen the before and after pictures of the Kardashians? Like, wow. Like, wow. Wow. That's all I'm going to say about that. And I'm not judging or shaming anybody. It's just, you can see the difference. Like, they have work done. It's a lot. But then I'm just body shaming. You want to fit in, right? You want to be pretty. Little Kim was a cute little chocolate girl. Michael Jackson, he was a handsome milk chocolate young man. But, it's just amazing what people will do to be acknowledged or to fit in or to be loved or, I remember growing up, I always thought, I still do. I always thought I was cute. But when I was younger, I was cute until I got with my friends. Especially being a teenager, because they had pretty skin. Acne had me looking like a monster. They didn't have acne. And it was, for me, it was about my skin, because I would break out looking at chocolate or looking at a Pepsi, or I would break out automatically. And they can guzzle it and eat it all day, nothing happened. I'd be like, really? This is what we do? Okay. All right. So, and then I wasn't fat, I wasn't overweight, but they were like petite and so nicely structured. And, and they would just, I still think all my friends are pretty. I still think all my friends are prettier than me. But I was always a size 12, the size 14, where they are size 6, size 8. You know what I mean? And so I'm thinking I'm this obese, monstrous looking catastrophe, and they're just so beautiful. So I'm beating myself up for no reason, right? And it wasn't like boys wasn't trying to talk to me either. Hear ye. Men like them thick. I'm just putting it out there, But when you compare yourself to other people, instead of just loving yourself and pouring that energy into you and loving yourself, please. That's why I support Lizzo. I absolutely love Lizzo. I wasn't as big as Lizzo is, but I love her because she's bringing love to the chocolate girls and to the thick girls and to the Little Kim bleached and pulled and cracked and pilled and did all that stuff because she didn't think she was pretty enough. She didn't think she was pretty enough. Cosmetic surgery. I just I feel so bad for DC Young Fly and them children and the family of Jackie. Oh, she's 32. 32. She really hasn't even begun to start living life. She's just starting. She's just starting. And so sad. You never know why people do what they do. You never know what's going on psychologically. That's why I had to share some things. Cause it's crazy. K Michelle, Black China. And these are young girls, and these are the people that we're looking at now in this industry. And I will say this though. If that's your choice, do it for the right reasons. Like I said, I had the gastric sleeve done because it was a health issue. It was for a health issue, not because I wanted to be skinny. I ain't gonna never be skinny. My goal is to be slim thick. You know what I mean? My body frame ain't meant to be skinny. My body frame ain't meant to be overly large either. But I'm gonna always be a thick girl. I've always been thick. So, but do it for the right reasons, not because somebody call you ugly, not because somebody call you fat, somebody call you short, somebody call you skinny. People always got something to say. What matters is what you say about yourself. Yourself. If y'all follow me on Facebook, I'm always calling myself cute. Yep, she cute. She cute. And I may just do it tomorrow because it's my birthday. Cause she cute. She cute. It's just, and it's not being vain. It's not, being obnoxious. It's just tell yourself that so you won't look for it for somebody else because everybody ain't gonna feel about you the way that you feel about you. Hey, Middleton. You know what I'm saying? So tell your sons, tell your daughters, you are it. Don't let them have to go find it elsewhere. And I think I say it to myself because my mother didn't say it to me. My mother said everything, but nothing nice, nothing positive, nothing at all. She called me ugly. She called me fat. She called me unsuccessful. She called me nothing. And tomorrow's my birthday. And I'm still here. And I'm still cute. And I'm successful. Right? So what matters is what you tell yourself. You get in a positive circle, a positive people. You don't need a lot, 2 or 3 max. That's gonna be like, you cute, but not in that outfit. We can deal with that. You know what I mean? Because your friends should always have your best interests at heart. Not to put you down. Thank you, Middleton. Not to put you down, not to belittle you, not to put you down to make themselves look good. These are the kind of people we don't want in our circle. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. Janine just texted me. She has to charge her phone. So hopefully she'll jump on in a few minutes. At least we know she's honoring the assignment, right? At least she's trying. So I commend her for that. So you gotta, like I said, do it for the right reasons. Do it. Create a support system because everybody has a moment. Everybody has an ugly day. Everybody has a day. Everybody has a day. Your hair ain't right. Your lashes are falling off. You got acne. Like I had a Pepsi Monday. And I am breaking out. And I know better. I just wanted to see how long it was going to take. I am my own science project. And so I just wanted to see, because I've changed my eating habits, right? So I just wanted to see how long it was going to take to break out. So because I've been doing right. I haven't had any soda in a while and anything. So I wanted to see how long it would take to break out. So my experiment is showing me 2 days. So wow, she's telling me that she can't log on, and I have no idea why. Oh, but you have to see Janine in the comments. I don't know why she can't get on. So that's bewildering. It's confusing me. I can't say the word. Right? So, well, Janine is here, y'all. She couldn't get on. I have no idea why. I'm looking at all the platforms. All the platforms are up and on. I don't know what the problem is. But since you can't write in the comments, do you have anything to say? We had a really good conversation. If you were listening, I don't know if you was able to at least hear. Thank you for honoring the assignment, though, and for trying. Excuse me, y'all. I'm just trying to see if she's going to say something. We have to be our own support system. We all need to learn how to encourage ourselves when no one else would encourage us. Yeah, absolutely. That's first and foremost. That's a part of self-care. That, Middleton, that's a part of self-care. You know, so, and don't let nobody tear down what you're building up, especially people from your past, right? Girl, I remember when you used to do this and do that. Oh, hey, Robin. Yeah, but that you know me then, you don't know me now. So why you holding me back to that? Oh, girl, you still big. Oh, girl, you lost weight. Oh, girl. Do you have anything else to say to me? Are you done? Are you done? Don't let nobody change your thoughts about you to you. You are the first frontliner. You are the first defender of you. No, Janine, we're not going to cuss them out. Oh, here she go. But you don't let nobody tear down your image of you. So, I'm cute. The end. My thought, my opinion about me. See how that works? But you gotta be strong within yourself. Because if somebody catching you on the right day, and at the right time, yeah, but that's all that they have to hold on to, right? But you don't help them hold on to it. Don't touch and agree with it. You understand what I'm saying? Be like, girl, you still, girl, you big, you fat. I know, right? I don't know what to do about that. No, we don't give into that. We don't give into that. We don't. All right, we're not entertaining Janine because Janine want to fight today. We're not going to fight today. We're trying to encourage the people, not beat the people up, Janine. We're not going to do that. Okay, so Robin, you have to be the first partaker and the first defender of you, yourself. You gotta, let your clap back be right. Be like, this is just, yeah, I may look like that today, but that's today. That's for the next 20 minutes. I'm glad she can't get on today because she feel like fighting. Do you have anything to say about your topic that you chose that you have yet to speak on, ma'am? Because this was your show tonight. So oh Lord, all the cussers are on my line today. Oh, Jesus. And it's all my family. So they're trying to provoke me. I'm not going to let them do that. See what I mean? You got to talk to yourself. You got to talk to yourself. But again, I'm not saying not to do it. I'm not telling you to do it. I do just want to stress the point just to be cautious in your decision. If you do it right, I feel like you would come out on the winning side. I don't understand how these people can go to Miami and go to Mexico and come back in 48 hours. When I had the gastric sleeve done, it was 6 months of preparation before the procedure because they want to make sure you were right physically, mentally, emotionally. So I don't understand. So Kanye West's mom, right? They saying that she died from coronary artery dysfunction, right? So why is she dying for something coronary when they check your heart rate and your blood pressure and all of that? Why are you dying, ma'am? Like, so see, you can't do this type of stuff. You can't do overnight in 20 minutes because even though it's a procedure that's being done, there's a lot. That one little procedure affects your body organs. It affects your heart. It affects your lungs. It affects your kidneys. It affects everything because it's an adjustment, especially when you add in stuff, removing stuff. So if you're getting bigger breasts and a bigger booty, right, you are now heavier. So now your organs that is used to pumping blood and air for somebody who's 150 pounds now got to work twice as hard to pump air and blood for somebody who is now 185. That's extra weight. Your body got to adjust to that. You just can't do that in 20 minutes. They have to clean. Yeah, Robin, they have to clear you. My procedure of clearing, me getting cleared from the rooter to the tutor took 6 months. And I don't know if you heard me say it earlier, I had to see a psychiatrist. I had to do a sleep apnea overnight exam. They checked everything. They did everything but floss my teeth. They checked everything because this is FDA approved. 2017 FDA. These cosmetic surgeries are now FDA approved. Shatariyabasa. Janine is on. Sugarfoot. Yeah.
I could cuss in like 5 different languages.
But you here. That's all that matters. Right? But like I'm saying, it was a procedure for me just to get the sleeve done, and it was for health issues. It was for health issues. And it took me 6 months to get cleared. So you leaving to go to Miami on a Friday and come back on a Sunday, bada boom, bada bing. I don't understand.
But they said a doctor, they spoke about they literally broke down well, at least a reputable doctor broke down what it is when they take fat out of your stomach to put it in your behind.
So now you're talking about like a BBL. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't mention BBL.
Okay.
But
I thought I heard you say it, but go ahead.
No, so explain to us what that is. I'm glad I didn't because you can explain to us what that is.
Okay, so
I'm sorry, before you start, is that what Jackie O was doing? Because she went to have a mommy makeover, but I didn't know what it entailed.
She went to have a butt lift and take the fat out of her stomach.
Wow. Okay, so tell us what happened with that.
I watched way too many doctors. Excuse me, because
No, I got to. It's
you, you
medical field. Mhm.
So with that being said, see, I still can't see absolutely nothing. But you know what? I'm not gonna let that.
We can hear you though.
Okay, so when they take the fat out of your stomach to put it in your behind,
Mm-hmm.
there are so many different things that can go wrong, and they tell you that, and that's why they said it is the most one of the most dangerous
Really?
surgeries to have done.
Really? Now, I would think
Yes,
having silicone put into your body would be the most
because your
dangerous.
fat cells have other. How it was explained was the fat cells have so many different. It's not just you taking the fat out and you putting it in your butt and you walking away and everything is and you all hunky dory. No, so there are tiny blood vessels and there are different things that are in your behind that travels and it comes up to your lungs and your heart.
Huh.
So with that being said, they have to be like extremely careful. You can Google it if and it will actually tell you because you know me and you know how I am. You can actually this doctor literally said it is well he that's why they don't do it in a lot of places, but America still does it because it causes you to have it travel to it stops the blood flow and stops like it literally stops the blood flow and it stops you it'll stop your heart. It can come to your lungs. You get your lungs. That's why they don't recommend you having a BBL.
Wow. I didn't know that. And it's so crazy that I researched everything but that. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't.
Hmm. I did because I thought, like
Wow.
you and I had this conversation. I was like, yo, I have no idea why I am so drawn to this particular. Because when my husband died, my husband in my head, everybody is Kobe Bryant. I just went through my crying, and I cried for days and days on end. But for some reason, I didn't even know who she was until she passed away. I didn't know who she was till she passed away. And then I was like, okay, why is this bothering me so much? I don't even know okay. I didn't know who she was until after the fact. And then I
Maybe this is just a
started,
conversation that just need to be had in
because so many
general.
people feel like it's a simple procedure, but it's really not. That's we are
But you know what? I am one of them people because I thought that was easier than the
not.
silicone
It's
implants.
much harder,
Wow.
much harder.
Uh, your screen went black. I don't know if you can hear me. Oh,
I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on.
all right.
Um,
I can see you. I can hear you.
okay. I have no idea. Um, but people don't do their research enough. They just see, okay, I want to be back to the size that I was. I want to be back to the size that I was prior to me having these kids. Now, thank God I was blessed. I was blessed until Matthew. Uh-huh. I was blessed until Matthew, where I went back down to my 2 and my 4 after Christina. Matthew decided that he wanted to jack my whole entire body up. So I could have looked in the mirror and been like, okay, y'all got me all the way messed up. I'm going to need about, so I'm going to start a GoFundMe for me. And I'm going to go ahead because I'm going to need to get back to this 2 and 4 because I don't feel like, I don't want to eat right. I don't want to eat cucumbers and water. And I don't want to I don't want to eat fruit, and I don't want to do. I don't want to have to do a Daniel fast just so I can get back to my body.
But you're no disrespect right here, because you know we don't do that. But you look much better like here, right here, right now, and you're of age. I always told you, and I told you to your face, you always look like a wet rat to me. So I did. You were just skinny with long hair and big ears, and so I love what Matthew have done to you right here. I absolutely love it.
Right,
So
and see, for me,
um,
it
but I
was.
understand you because you're used to being nothing. I mean, when I say nothing, I mean a
I
size
know what you
zero, a
mean.
size
Size,
two,
right.
and your hair down to your ankles. You know, and see, and you would be the friend because I talked about my friends when I was a kid, when I was in my teenage years. You would be the friends that I would hang out with, and I would hate myself. I wouldn't think I was pretty
Mm-hmm.
because you're a 2 or 4. I'm a 10, 12. I'm double digits. So
Right.
I'm automatically in my mind, I'm fat, I'm obese, I'm ugly, nobody want to be with me. Nobody, you know what I mean? Because all the boys go and be with Janine, nobody want to be with me. But I had my fair share too, you know. But
Right.
I couldn't see past, you know, and then like I was saying earlier, my mama didn't help at all because you got somebody who's supposed to have your back calling you fat, ugly, and you nasty, and you this and you that. So that's why I was saying, you know, support systems are good too. Like, and I mentioned Little Kim. Little Kim
Oh
went
my
through
God, she looks horrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
right, and she was a cute girl.
She was
She
pretty.
was banging, and they told in the industry told her she was ugly, and she went through all them changes. Her poor daughter don't even know who she is. Rain is gonna have to go look at photos.
Honey, I don't know who she is. And I grew up
So
child. I
um
look at her now and be like, well, who the heck? Okay,
yeah, I
so
don't know who she, and I love
somebody.
Lil Kim, and I don't know who she is until they say her name. I be like,
Ooh,
ooh, ooh, okay, you know. But like I said,
but you
if
gotta love you first. And
yeah, and that's what I
somebody
was
said
saying.
somebody said it in a real negative way, and I didn't like that. The Azealia Banks girl, I think it
I don't
was.
know who that is, but what did she say?
She apparently said that, it was karma that his baby mother passed away, and that she must have felt so bad for herself. Like, what kind of state did you put her in that she felt like she needed to have all of this done? And
That's horrible.
that was, honey, that karma that she gonna get. I
That,
hope
and see,
God
and
give
this is why, and this is why it's
her,
important to
but
have the right people around you saying that kind of wow. Well,
it's
first and foremost, you got to learn to love yourself, and I'm there.
right.
I'm so there,
See, I love me now.
honey. I
I,
love me so
I,
much.
I love me, and
I love.
I love my life, health, and strength. I'm not gonna put my. I know I have kids. Now, see, I know I have children, and I'm not saying that Jackie O didn't know she had children. I'm saying for Janine. I'm not speaking for anybody else, and for whatever is going on or whatever. I have children, so any surgery that I don't have to have. If I go into the doctor and doctor say, okay, well, you need another kidney or you need a kidney transplant. Okay, that's fine. That's no problem. If that's something I need to do, then that's something I need to do to live. That's fine. But I'm not going to get up and be like, oh, girl, you see all that thigh and stuff. You need to get rid of that. Like, you need to, girl, you need to. No, I'm not doing anything extra.
Right, and this is
That
what we were
involves
saying.
anesthesia. I need
Hey,
everybody to
auntie.
understand you sign a waiver. I don't care if you having a
Yes, because
tooth
I had to sign
pulled.
papers too. You sign your
I
life
don't care if
away.
you have a tooth pulled. You sign a good waiver. Okay? That
Not
one little
holding them
paper says
accountable
that
for anything
this
that may
can
happen. You sure
happen
do.
in the OR. So
Yeah.
you're not gonna sue me
That's right.
Because you're about to have these teeth pulled and you're about to be under anesthesia. It can be something that simple. Anything that involves putting somebody to sleep, you can lose your life. Period, point blank.
Yep.
You don't even have, they didn't even have to start. The scalpel doesn't even have to start right here. The scalpel doesn't even have to start. You can go under there, be like, all right, you're going to hit this, go to sleep in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And your heart can say, oh, the hell with this. I'm not doing this. Oh, no, you didn't consult me. And before the scalpel hits whatever part of the body that the scalpel is going to hit, you can have a heart attack.
Yeah.
And they can be trying to get you back. You can go into a coma. You cannot wake up from anesthesia. There are too many things. There are too many variables on just regular procedures that people say is simple. You can have your gallbladder removed. I had that. I had a hysterectomy. I had that. All those, I had to sign my name about 4, 5, 6, 7 times, about 4, 5, 6 different places on there. Like, oh, okay. All right. Yeah. I know. At this point, I know how many, sheets of paper I have to sign. And at this paper, I know what this has to be. And that's just for regular surgery. That's just for stuff that we have to do. That, God forbid if you need it done. God forbid if you need any type of surgery done. People have died from having their wisdom teeth removed. That's not a BBL. That's not getting your breasts bigger. That's not none of that. But people think that there's a such thing as a small surgery, and there is no such thing.
Just like there's no such thing as big sin, little sin. Sin is sin. There's no such thing as big surgery, minor surgery, major surgery. Surgery is surgery. Surgery is surgery.
Surgery is surgery.
And we just, I hate the fact that we have so much access to the outside world, because I don't know if you heard me from the beginning, but this has been going on since the 16th century.
Yes.
It's just more knowledgeable now because we have so much access to it. And then it's made to look pleasurable and the thing to do, and nobody want to talk about the consequences. It is now FDA approved. 2017. It has an FDA stamp on it. This will cause death.
That part.
So if you're doing it, it will cause disfigurement. It will cause blood clots. It will cause disfigurement. It will So if you're doing this at your own risk. If it is not a medical need. I was a medical need. I was a medical need. So, but you're doing it because last week you was 150 and you woke up at 151 and now you gotta go. No, boo. No. That you gotta be, I want to have this conversation because I need people. I want to challenge the people to just think things through. And you can start off small. You don't have to have 2 donuts tonight. Have one. You understand what I'm saying? After 6 p.m., don't drink soda. Add more water to your diet.
Right.
Start off small.
If you like me and I like me just the way I am. I am
like
not
you the way that you are. Right.
My Krispy Kreme, God bless you.
Yeah. And, love you. Love you.
And oh well, if I get
love you, because God knows don't nobody love themselves more than Lizzo. Love you.
Love you.
And I think that's the message that we are gonna end this with. Love
I'm so
you.
mad I missed this.
And I did my research too, and I did real good without you.
You did, but you know what? What makes me angry is that.
Hey, Charlene.
What makes me angry is that I have been having issues with this phone and been arguing.
Yeah, I told the people.
You don't understand.
So
I think
listen.
not gonna answer my phone calls anymore at this point because I give
Yes,
people choice.
Rhonda, dark skin and all. You better believe it.
Honey, let me tell you something. I think they're gonna put my number on block because I access all of the words in the dictionary and some that are not in the dictionary. I access those. So they might not be my friend for a while, but
And it's okay.
it's okay.
So listen, because our time is up, and this is our last session until September because no all the platforms is going on vacation.
Yes.
So there's Chit Chat with Cherise, which airs the first of every month. We're here tonight because we had technical difficulties, mental difficulties, physical difficulties between me and the co-host, and we just couldn't get it together. And I owed y'all this platform, so this is why we're here today. But we're usually here the first of every month, and we might just come back on the 15th in September because that's after Labor Day and all that other stuff.
The parade.
But we'll meet, we'll talk, and we'll discuss it. But we'll Chit Chat with Cherise is every first of the month, so whatever day the first falls on, that's when we go live and we pick a topic and we do what you heard us do tonight at 7 p.m. Solid Saturdays is Saturdays at 8 a.m. And we will be live this Saturday. They're celebrating me for my birthday. I have no idea what's going to go on. I'm just supposed to show up and be cute. And that's what I'm going to do. So, those of you who are here for the first time, thank you for coming. My auntie's on here. My one of my favorite sisters is on here. That good Charlene. I love you. So listen, thank you, Janine, for being committed to the assignment. I appreciate you so much, but know that I held it down. I think I did pretty good. I think I did pretty good.
Yes.
I did pretty good. So, listen.
I mean, but you do it every Saturday, so.
But that's a different platform, a different topic, and I have books. So I have books. This is like, yeah. So what are we talking about today? I don't. I'm gonna go get me a snack while you do what you do. Okay, great. Because this ain't. Right. It's my name, but it's your topic. I don't do this. Right. So again, everybody, stay safe, stay encouraged, and remember, love you. Love you. Long hair, short hair, light skin, dark skin, fat, skinny, in between.
Don't care.
My thing is I'm skinny thick, and I'm a rock with that. I'm skinny thick. So just if you have to have these procedures done,
I'm plump, but I identify as skinny.
See, you do that. But if you have to have a procedure done, don't take the cheap route. Don't take the shortcuts. Get a first opinion, second opinion, third opinion. Talk it through. Take the necessary procedures so that you can come out on the winning side. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Rhonda. So until September, this has been Chit Chat with Cherise and
Have
Janine.
a happy summer.
And you guys stay safe, stay encouraged. Thank you for following me. Please subscribe to YouTube. You'll find all my conversations on YouTube. And I have a merchandise website, Shop with Cherise, where you can buy all my products and with my mantra of bigger, better, greater, which is trademark. Hey, right? So stick with me. We're gonna come back bigger, better, greater. There it is again.
It is.
For next season in September. So again, until next time, stay safe and stay encouraged. Love y'all. Bye.